more points than just flat out damage. I was wondering when I was going to get dust again. Ooh, superior happy pills. So let's start setting up more science here. And I'm starting to dip below the 600 mark, so I'm going to have to be a little more judicious about where I place modules. So, I can't quite remember if you guys were present in the stream when I mentioned this at the beginning. I might have just been talking to myself. But... oh shit, there is only enough room for that. I'm going to have these guys go here to protect this door, because I'm not quite sure where that Rhino Rider is. I got caught with my pants down. Excuse me a second while I tend to this and then finish my thought. Claymore, prisoner prod, Kip, Kip. In fact, I'm gonna have Sarah rush ahead. And then you can join her. There we go. Okay, sorry. Can't do it. 600 when I lost 2 carries. Oh, as far as health regen goes, I'm pretty sure that this number is on a per second basis. So that means that every second he's gaining back 20 hit points. And that's my understanding of it. But before I go any further, one of the things I want to say is, Death, you're not located in the US, so you might not know about this holiday, but we have Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. It's a pretty major holiday in the US, and a lot of people travel for it. And I, in fact, am traveling at 8:30, and I want to be there 2 hours in advance of that. Or, I'm traveling at 8. I want to be there 2 hours in advance, so I have to be there at 6, which means that I have to wake up by 4:30, I believe, to get out of here in time. This is a really shitty room to try to be holding them off, so I'm going to move him to here. Kip, Claymore, which is all to say that pretty soon I'm going to have to fully recharge auto shard only gives 30. Which actually, on top of the 20 that he already has, would probably be pretty nifty. Health regen in this game can be pretty good, but you really have to focus on it in order for it to do much, because enemies can out DPS it moderately easy. Anyways, yeah. So Thanksgiving, I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning, and it is presently 9:48 p.m. or so. So. That's that. I think what I want to do is try to finish this floor and then call it. I feel like something's still... oh shit. He's gonna knock down that door, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Oh, he knocked down the door to the exit. Ha ha ha. So no monsters spawned. Thanksgiving, the day of, does not have sales. It's the Friday when we do all of the sales. It's called Black Friday because in the past, and actually still in the present, when you keep accounting books, you use black ink to indicate that a company is profitable, and you use red ink to indicate that a company is unprofitable. So it's called Black Friday because all of the sales tend to put their numbers in the black. So now that I have the exit. I am tempted to run for it. And it's looking more and more like that's a wise idea based on the number of monsters coming through. I think what I'd rather do is power up this room and set up a Kip Cannon and a Claymore Mine here to try to get their overall health down before they get to this room. Power up, see there a bit. That should really make a big difference in our ability to take out these monsters before as they get to this part of the room. Cyber Monday, yeah, there's a bunch of deals, and it's not just tech, it's also online. You can get good deals on like Amazon or Newegg, and I'm a big fan of that too. Oh! Golgi is actually a really shitty character in my humble opinion, but I've also never had her at 8, and I haven't unlocked her yet. So, Mitzi, guess what? You're getting kicked out again. Let's take off her items and dismiss. But I have 557, so it's not going to be a big deal to include her. So let's give her kitchen gloves, happy pills, and that. So now her DPS is actually higher than Mitzi's was. And she's also finally the first person in the party who can operate. Not noticed by monsters. And speed, minus 75. Sweet. Well, I'm going to have her come back this way. So at this point, I'm going to try one more door just to see what kind of monsters spawn. And then I'm going to use that to judge whether it's really time to leave. Power up this and do the same deal. Kip Cannon, Claymore Mine as a way of thinning out what comes through. And I'll take this one. I'm really just I want to go through all of these in the because my biggest hope is that I will find more items, better items that I can equip to my characters, or even a shop where I can get those better items. So you can see here that the hit point regeneration is actually working out for them a little bit, but it's not exactly what's responsible for keeping me from needing... Oh wow, there's a lot still coming. From needing to heal them. This should help a lot. Wow, look at all the dust I gained from this. I think we've got a decent enough setup that I can be okay for a little while here. So, since nothing's attacking the modules, and I've got so much spare industry, I'm going to set up the Tesla module just because I don't think I've ever set it up since beta. And then I'll do Viral Injector and Claymore Mine. I do juggle monsters in rooms sometimes. It depends a little bit. It makes me nervous to do so because I have a lot to manage, of course. Oh man, that guy died. It's a shame. Is there anything worth researching? Yeah, the Kip Cannon 3 would be great, but I don't know how far these two are going to go. I guess it's worth the risk of I'll send her Jolaria with her, and these two can open up the door here. Okay, good, it terminated. That's what I wanted it to do. Now, whether or not we can actually keep them off the crystal is another matter. I'm gonna send Golgi up here too. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible. Alright, 3 of these are going to open up this door. Okay, so that's the final door, which is fine by me. So we'll just fight off this final wave of monsters. And then we can start setting up to make our run for it, and then that'll be it for the stream tonight. And sacrifice. Perfect. That's interesting. I've never actually tried to juggle them like that. Deactivate that, activate that, deactivate that, activate that. Wait, I don't want those. I want like so. Like that, actually. Should be about right. Sarah, go here to see if there's anything else that we can afford now that we have all that science built up. You three go here, and then we'll get the crystal and call it quits. There's a slight decrease to his defense, but it is 3 additional hit points of regen. Plus a whole bunch of max hit, or 40 max hit points, not a bunch. Attack power is 8. Huh, that actually takes away from her DPS. I guess they're assuming I put on, take out the kitchen gloves instead of happy pills. Tools belt, repair. Yep, I think officially there is nothing else worth getting. So, alright, this is it, final run. And actually, I'm going to control which way she goes a little bit. Neurostun module on her just makes her the best runner in the game, hands down. There's just no denying it. So, before I do anything else, check the buttons. Is there a floor for safe zone full of hot chicks? That piece of text is random, meaning that the person who says it is selected at random. And I bring this up because I've seen Sarah say that exact same thing, because it's the only one of the randomized pieces of, like, you know, filler talk in these elevators that's gender specific, and all of the rest of them are not gender specific. So it was just really funny, you know. It's kind of like, Sarah's into chicks, huh? I guess that's cool. Only 2 more floors. I really, really wish I had time for it, but I do not, sadly. As it is, I'm going to have to take some NyQuil to help me get to sleep easily. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun to chat with you both all night. I hope that you will come around again the next time I have a stream. And those of you who have Thanksgiving, have a great one. And I will talk to you guys later. Good night.